Solana. So Solana are seeing a lot more steady inflow into what's called a staking ETF that is out there. So that's showing in additional interest from institutions. It increases the likelihood of a Solana ETF long term, which I think is inevitable, by the way. I think we're just going to see that. Deadline is October, I believe. So let's take a look at what Solana can hit this year. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, the spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were coins that I thought could do very, very well and make a lot of money, which is obviously why I bought them. These are what these coins were worth when I recorded and released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit around about 16 months on. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into these coins. If you'd have done that for every single one, in that time, you'd have made over 123 grand. Now, the thing is you don't have that long. We're in a bull cycle right now. And if you've got cryptos you're not confident in, get onto copymycrypto.com. Have a read through this site. This is the site I run where I share all the coins I own with my members. Whenever I find a crypto that I think is going to make a lot of money, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I'm going to buy and the price I'm going to buy it at. Whenever I sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be selling and the price I'm going to be selling at. So there's no work for my members. They get in and out coins at the same price as me, so they make the same profit. If you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You can see some of their testimonials about the service they get at Copy My Crypto. You can see some of my past successes. Whether it's a meme coin that my members got in on, and in a couple of weeks it did a 300x. Whether it is Phantom, which did nearly a 700x in the last bull cycle and made millionaires. It's public record. You can go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify it all. And if after reading through the site, watching the vids, you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners this bull cycle, this year, all you have to do to find out about the coins is join up on the site. Now, Solana. So, yeah, obviously Solana's been around a while now. In the last bull cycle, it did very, very well. And it had a lot of heavy, like big backers. I mean, Alameda Research, obviously at the time, were a huge backer. Obviously, they went bankrupt along with FTX. We saw CMS Holdings. We saw Kinetic. We saw Multicoin, OKX. It got CMC Awards. It was part of the Binance ecosystem. It's alleged it's an SEC security. Of course it is. It's part of a US strategic crypto reserve, but a small amount. It's an open source blockchain. It is highly scalable. It is actually running at really good numbers overall. Founded by Anatoly Yakovenko, who's very, very prominent on X and Twitter, formerly Twitter. He is constantly posting and updating on developments. And Solana has really been, since the sort of bear cycle, has really solidified itself in the top 10 of cryptos. I mean, when we take a look, obviously, after the FTX fallout, the Alameda Research fallout, there was a lot of fear around Solana and the long-term future because there was big holdings around those coins. And, you know, it dropped to lows below $10. So far this year, it's hit pretty good highs. I mean, its all-time high was $294. So it's had a very good year. Part of that is the huge meme coin surge that we saw on Solana. Lots of new meme coins that did really, really well. I mean, again, 99.99% of meme coins are complete horse crap and do terribly, but the ones that were the most successful of the past few years have been Solana. Now, Solana's solidified in all the biggest exchanges, of course it is, and they're making really good headway. I mean, so they've got crucial integration with Bullish fuel stablecoin push. So there's been bullish bets on Solana for payments and more. According to an update shared on X by Solana, Bullish, a centralized cryptocurrency exchange with the trading volume exceeding 1.4 trillion, is making a significant shift. The critical components of Bullish's operations include custody payments, trading and settlement will now be powered by stablecoins on the Solana blockchain. This is a big advancement, and it's a big step in the right direction. Bullish remains a preferred platform for institutional investors. It's also licensed to operate in Hong Kong, Germany, and Gibraltar, which are strategic financial hubs for obvious reasons. So they're going all in on Solana. That's a big step. And then we're also seeing this. Solana's price has been steadily ticking up, but to be fair, let's not read too much into this, because a lot of the coins have been steadily ticking up. Part and parcel of that is that the charts have been suggesting that they were going to. For across the market, there's been plenty of coins where you can identify, decent patterns that were likely, that are higher than 50% probability of playing out to the upside. But ETF inflows for the staking ETF have been very good. So the Solana staking ETF, which provides institutional and retail investors access to assets locked in smart contracts, launched on Tuesday under the ticker SSK. Now, this product combines exposure to Solana as a spot asset and staking rewards, all within the traditional finance markets. It was designed by Rex Shares and Osprey Funds to merge on-chain staking rewards with the simple, secure off-chain ETF. I don't read too much into this, but it is a good sign. It was shared by Bloomberg analyst, and they recorded approximately 20 million on their first day of trading, with the inflow surpassing 80 million on Wednesday. That's a very good uptick. Now, first few days, first couple of weeks, we tend to see quite large numbers, and they tend to steadily increase, especially as people that were unaware that this new ETF was an option start FOMOing in. This is not something to read tons into, but it's certainly a positive sign. And the reality is that a Solana ETF is probably the second most probable ETF that's going to be accepted and confirmed this year. We have a few that look pretty nailed on. XRP is probably the most nailed on, Solana, and then Litecoin. After that, there are plenty of other ETFs on the horizon that are pushing to be accepted. Doge is there. I think Sui is there. There's Avalanche there. There's plenty knocking about. The reality is that those three are the most probable. And whilst we have a very pro-crypto administration in the Trump administration in the US, it doesn't mean all of a sudden every ETF that's suggested on the moon is going to be accepted. But the ones that have the biggest foothold, probably, to be fair, some of the ones that are best contributors to the Trump administration as well, are going to be ones that have a very good chance of an ETF. Solana has had an incredible, 18 months, done exceptionally well. And when we dive into sort of the numbers around Solana, they're damn good. They're damn good. I mean, overall network has done 425 billion transactions. Transactions per second right now, the true transactions per second is about 1,400 per second. That is far exceeding pretty much every other layer one knocking about right now. There are a couple that do have better numbers, but all in all, this is the most used by a big margin. And it's not theoretical. That's a big plus. There's a lot of new cryptos that always emerge that can talk about theoretical throughputs of 100,000 transactions per second, 200, 300, a million. But until it's achieved or until it starts beating competition, it doesn't matter, is my attitude. Doesn't mean it should be everyone's. Solana for me is going to break its previous high. I think that's inevitable. I don't even think that's in question, to be honest. It reached $300 basically in January. I think it will fly past that. I think $500 is very, very, very achievable this year. And I will be honest, if we see Solana get a proper ETF, not a staking one, not a sort of tailored one, but we get a true ETF, spot ETF, I think there's a very, very high likelihood we could even see Solana hit 1,000. But I think 500 is a really fair target. That still puts it $250 billion market cap, which is insanely high for a coin that, honestly, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people thought was going to die once Alameda Research and FTX went tits up. And they've recovered so well. Anatoly Yakovenko has led this project forward incredibly well. Development has been through the roof. and you can't see it really slowing down. Really, the only thing that slows it down is just the emerging competition of your Aptoses and your Suis. But right now, with what they've done, $500 seems fair. $500 seems fair, and triple digits does seem fair. But let's talk with 500 first. If it hits 500, we can reevaluate what are the chances, because it might be too late into the bull cycle to hit that 1,000 mark. But Solana looks good, and those people that got in at the midway through 2023 when it was $9, have had a good year. They've had a good year. What do you think? If you're a Solana holder and you've been holding for a while, what are you hoping to see this year? Like realistic hopes. Let's not go crazy with like $1 million a coin. That's obviously not going to happen. But let's talk realistic. What do you think it can hit? Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we are in a bull cycle, and if you have cryptos you are not confident in, like I said, get on to copymycrypto.com. Have a look through the site. On there, you will see some of the testimonials from my members. You will see the profits that many of them have made. You will see my past successes, whether it is a meme coin my members did a quick flip on, did a few 100x in a very short space of time, whether it is Phantom, which did nearly a 700x and made millionaires. Everything on the site is public record. You can verify it all. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. Whenever I find a crypto that I think is going to make a ton of cash, I jump onto my site. I tell my members about the crypto that I found, the price that I'm going to buy it at. There is no work for my members. They get in and out of coins at the same price as me. They make the same profit. Every day I do videos talking about where the market's going to go. Nailed it today again. And if you want to find out what the market's going to do on any given day, you can join the site. If you want to find out simply the winners of this bull cycle, all you have to do, guys, is join the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.